Hey guys, this video is going to be all about how you convert mixed numbers to improper fractions. So what we'll talk about in this video is um, basically what this looks like in terms of a model, and then also we'll talk about what this looks like in terms of a strategy you could use. And finally, we'll talk about what this looks like when solving a real problem. All right, so let's jump right in. Here we have a model, and this is representing 3 1/5. We could think about this in a lot of different ways, like, for example, maybe pizza. We could say that we have 3 pizzas, and then we have a fifth of a pizza, all right? So this is one way we could represent it. We could be talking about pizzas. How many pizzas, whole pizzas, do we have? We have 3 of them, and a little bit left over. Another way we could think about this is how many fifths of pizzas do we have? So instead of counting the whole pizzas, we could be counting the slices. The size of our slice is fifths. So let me go ahead and show you what that looks like. So notice here now I've taken each of my pizzas and I've sliced it up into 5 equal pieces. If you count all the pieces, we've got 5, 10, 15, and 16 slices of pizza. So in other words, if I were counting just the fifths, it would look like this. Let me go ahead and draw this. We would have 16 fifths. All right? So notice how in my first number here, the main thing that we are focusing on is our whole number, our 3. That's because before we were counting the number of pizzas. But now we are counting the number of fifths. We can see that we have 16 fifths. These are equal. These amounts are equal. It's just we're counting something different. This here is our mixed number version, and this here is our improper fraction. All right, so let me show you a strategy that we could use to really quickly convert a mixed number into an improper fraction. So it's pretty simple. All you're going to do is you're going to focus on your whole number, and you're going to think about the size of the pieces. And here we've got fifths. So we're going to think about it this way. How many fifths will fill up a whole? Let me say that again. How many fifths are going to fill up one whole? Well, in this case, we can see, if we look very closely at our pizza, that we have 5 fifths will fill up one pizza. Now here we have another 5 fifths in our second pizza. And finally, we have another 5 fifths in our third pizza. If we add up all of those fifths, it's 5, 10, 15, plus we have our fifth that was left over. So we have 16 fifths. A really easy strategy to figure out how many fifths you can get out of your whole number is you can just take your whole number and you can multiply it by your denominator, okay? So in this case, it would be 3 times 5 equals 15 fifths. All right, so 3 times 5 equals 15 fifths. What a lot of kids do when they do this type of problem is they just kind of imagine 5 times 3, and then they're going to add it together with the fifth that they already had. That's this guy right here. We forgot to add him to our 15 fifths. So again, you would just do 3 times 5 plus what we had left over here. So 3 times 5 plus 1 is equal to 16. and our size of our pieces is fits. So that's a quick and easy way to turn a mixed number into an improper fraction. So here's where this problem might be useful. Imagine that we had 3 1/5 slices of pizza. I'm sorry, we had 3 1/5 pizzas, and we want to know what 1/4 of that would be. This is it in a multiplication problem. Again, we have 3 1/5 pizza. We want to know how much would 1/4 of that amount be. Well, the first thing that we would need to know, the first thing that we would need to know is how many fits are in that pizza. So again, we would convert that into an improper fraction. Go ahead and do that. And we've already done the work for that. So now we're talking how many fits is that? It is 16 fits. And we're going to multiply it by our 1/4. Well, let me go ahead and represent what that looks like. All right, I'm going to draw, I'm going to try to take our 16 fits and I'm going to divide that equally into 1/4. Or in other words, what does one of those fourths look like? All right, so here's one group of 4, plus this one, I'm sorry. And then here's another group of 4. Here's another group of 4. And last but not least, I'm very lucky. This works out. I have 4 groups of my fits that are nicely divided up. Okay, so let's look inside that group and we can ask ourselves how many fits are inside of that group. Well, let's just look down here at this group and we'll count our fits. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 fits inside of our group. Okay, so in other words, if I'm looking at 1/4 of all of my fits, 1/4 of 16 fits, I can see that it is 4 of them. It is 4 fits. All right, so let me go ahead and erase this. And I will show you how to do that with just math. So we knew that 1/4 of 16 fits is equal to 4 fits. But if we go back to what we learned about multiplying fractions, we can see very easily how we would get this. So we multiply our numerator. We're going to get 16. We multiply our denominator. It's hard to see our 5. 5 times 4 is 20. And when we simplify that by our common factor of 4, we're going to get 4 fits, exactly what we showed in our model. Okay, so that's how you would convert a mixed number into an improper fraction. We showed a model of what that looked like, and we just solved a problem where we found 1/4 of all of our pieces and how much that would be. It would be 4 fits pieces. All right, I hope that was helpful.